I'll share you link. I'll share you. I have shared you the live link in the group. You guys can start joining that. Yeah. So let me start with yesterday. What we discussed, I'll just rewind those all in 5 minutes. Okay. So yesterday we were learning about what is Flutter, how to install Flutter, and why do we use Flutter. Okay. So previously we used to develop apps for different operating systems using different languages. For Android we use Java, for Shift we use for iOS we use Shift, and for other languages we use other platforms we use other. So Flutter solves the problem of developing multiple apps for multiple platforms. So Flutter is a hybrid mobile app development platform which uses the language called as what yesterday as we discussed. If anyone can remember it, can you just tell what is the language which we use for developing apps using Flutter?
Dart.
Yes, very good. It's Dart. So Dart programming language is an object-oriented programming language, and in Flutter, whatever UI which you see, it's all widgets. Okay, and by using those widgets, we are going to develop our UI. Okay, and in order to install Flutter and do apps in Flutter, we need three things. What are those? Can anyone remember that? What are those three things we need in order to develop an app using Flutter?
IDE, Git, Flutter.
Yes, IDE, Git, and Flutter SDK. Yes, so these are the things which we learned. So yesterday I have shown you an example regarding that. The widget which covers the entire single screen. What do we call that widget? Can anyone remember? Scaffold. Yes. So by aligning those widgets in the form of a tree, we develop our app. So today let us try to develop a basic app, and I have installed all the three things, like SDK is installed, Git is installed, okay, and the IDE I have it. I use VS Code, and can you just name the other IDEs which we use? If like according to our yesterday's session, I have told you few, right? What are those? Like any other IDEs which we use?
Android
Studio. For Python it's PyCharm, and for different languages we have different. Okay, so before going into the coding part, I want to tell you one thing. So whenever you want to install an app, and whenever you are developing an app, you need to check the output, right? You need to check the output on your screen, and that we call it as debugging. Debugging means we are just checking whether the app is working fine or not. Okay, so first we write the code, we run the code, it will be executed, and we see the output. If the output matches, then we can go for the next step. So in order to check the output of our app, did I get any message? Yeah, Abhi, he raised his hand. Okay.
Bro, we can also develop an app using WordPress, no?
No, WordPress is website. WordPress is for website development.
Yes.
But don't like whenever you want to develop some skill, don't
Okay.
try to use WordPress and Bootstrap. Try to do everything from the core. Like WordPress, all things are ready and you can just develop it, but Flutter is not something like that.
Okay, but I know only WordPress and Elementor.
Okay,
I don't know about Java, HTML, PHP.
you don't need all those in Flutter. In Flutter, you should learn Dart programming language, and for backend we use Node.js and any other.
Okay, we use only in this mobile apps.
Yes.
Okay, for website we need to create for more than means. How can we use it?
No, no. See, actually, what happens is in the live is audio is coming or not? Can anyone just confirm me? Arvind saying no audio.
From my side.
Arvind, who is Arvind? He's saying no audio. So I am clear, right, for all, and in the live also.
Yes, yes, you are
Okay.
clear.
So for see, what happens is whenever we develop app or anything using Flutter, first it will be written in Dart. Whenever we run on that platform, our code will be converted to that platform. See, if you are doing a website using Flutter, your entire code will be converted to JavaScript and HTML, CSS, and all that.
Mhm.
So there is a bridge which is used for conversion. Like anyhow, at the end, your app should be run on the native platform. So you
Yeah,
need native code.
bro, 1 minute. Yeah, we can use this in WordPress and Elementor form also, no?
No, no, you can't use it.
Okay,
That
okay,
is
okay.
totally different. That is like you are developing it only for that purpose. But whatever app you develop in
Which
Flutter,
one
it will
no,
be, yeah,
1 minute. We can develop an app for mobile and iPad and also for mobile also.
using WordPress.
Yes, using WordPress and Elementor.
You can develop, but that is like easy way of developing. Like everything is there, and you just give that class names and all that. Your app or website will be there.
Yeah, yeah.
For that, for doing that also, first you need to understand how actually your website will run in the backend. What
Yes,
are
yes.
the classes which you use? That I'm going to tell in this course, like in Flutter, how actually Flutter will run. What is the
Basically,
programming language?
about the Flutter.
Okay. Yeah.
I only know how to develop an website using WordPress and Elementor.
Okay, fine. This course is all about Flutter. Like, if you have any doubt regarding Flutter, you can ask me.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, I was telling you like whenever we do some app, we want to test that app, right? We want to test, like we have written the code. I want to see the output. So, in order to see the output, your Android operating system gives you an option which is called USB debugging. Okay, debugging means testing your app. Okay, USB debugging means there is a like we use USB cables, right? We call that as universal serial bus. Okay, through that cables you can run an app and test it. Okay, through using that cable. So what you have to do is, before doing that, you should tell your operating system that I'm a developer, I want to test my app, I want to test my app by using USB. So in order to do that, you need to follow some rules, and you need to enable some settings in your Android mobile, in your mobile, like whatever mobile you use. So there is a secret code in order to enable developer options. Okay, for doing that, what you can do is you can just go to your mobile. If you have it now, you can just go to that, open it, go to settings, and search for something like build number or build UI number. Go to settings and go to about phone. It will be different for different mobiles. What you can do is you can go to settings. Once you do it, you tell me. Okay, and click on about phone. There you will find something called version number or build number. If you get that, you can just tell me. After that, you will see build number. Are you able to see? Or else you search in the search option saying build number in about phone, and you just tap on that 7 times. When you tap on that 7 times, that will enable you to on developer options in your mobile. If somebody has already on it, it will show you that this option is not required because you are already a developer. So did anyone do that? 7 times. Tap on that 7. Once confirm me once you have done it.
Yes, bro.
Okay. So after doing that, you just come back and in your settings you can just search for USB debugging. Okay. USB debugging or developer options. You can search for developer options. You can on that option, and if you scroll down, you will see something called USB debugging, and try to on that. Okay. Understood? Did you find it, everyone? So now you can use your mobile to test our software, like our app. Okay. Clear?
Clear.
Everyone. 17 of you. Yeah. So now what you can do is you can write the code, you can connect your mobile device with USB and test your app. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Before doing that, in order to create an app, first we need to create a folder in order to store our code and all that. Okay, so let me create a folder and give it a name. Let's say testing app. Okay, I will give for now testing app. Okay, and now I will open this using our IDE. Let's say VS Code. Okay, so file, I'm opening that folder, open folder, and inside that I will open our testing app. Where is it? This one. Okay, I have opened it. Now that folder is totally empty. If you can see here, it has nothing. Okay, so as I said, Flutter SDK gives you everything ready. Okay, so in order to create a Flutter app, what you should do is you should use a command which is called flutter create and the app name. Okay, you can just click here, you can click on terminal, new terminal. Okay, inside this folder we are creating our Flutter app. Okay, so what is the command? Flutter create. This will only work if you installed Flutter, and after installing Flutter you should just come to this extensions, and here you should add Flutter to VS Code also. Okay, you should search for Flutter and you should install this as well. Okay, installation video I will upload it. Okay, you can install it from here. So now the command is flutter create and the app name. Let me give it testing underscore app. And remember, whenever you are giving app name, your app name should not contain any spaces. Okay, if you give space, it won't take it. And your app name's first letter should not be a number. Okay, now it will create our Flutter app. It will take a bit of time. Let's wait for it. So by default, Flutter, what it will do is it will develop a small app and give you. Okay, so we need to test that app. First we need to test the app, default app which is given by Flutter. So it has installed. See here inside our folder there is another folder which is created. Okay, now if you open this, you will see a hell lot of folders. Okay, see there are these many folders. So as I said, Flutter is for every platform. For every platform there will be a folder. See, Android, iOS, Linux, Mac OS, web, Windows, and embedded devices. Okay, like all other devices. So here we don't need to work on all these folders. The only folder which we work is lib folder. This is the folder where actual code will start running from. Okay, inside this you will find something called main.dart. See, in C language, how as main function is the first function which will be run. Here main.dart will be run. We can write our code here. Okay, this is the actual Dart code for the default app which is given by Flutter. Okay, we don't need all this. We will just change. First, for now, let us run this and test it. Okay, I will run it on my mobile and I will show you it here how the basic app which is given by Flutter will be. Okay, I will Just open Visor and I will show you it on my mobile. Okay. Let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. I'm connecting my mobile with USB. Yeah. Once you connect, it will show you to transfer files. Okay. Now you should not keep in charging only mode. You should put in transfer files because we are transferring our software, right? So you should put in transfer mode. Okay. So now I will run this app. I will show you here how actually the app will be, the default app will be. For this, for showing to you, I am using Visor. You can run the app by clicking here, run without debugging. Okay. Yeah, here is my mobile. Now you can, you will see a app installing on your mobile. Okay. Let us wait for it. As I said, every time if you want to test an app, it will take around 5 minutes, but in Flutter only the first time you need to wait for 5 minutes, and then we have an option which is called hot reload. Using that, you can run and test your app within a fraction of seconds. Like once it is run, it will show an option here which is called hot reload. Now you can change the code and check the output in your mobile. Okay. So let us see, like once it is run, let us check the output. So this is a basic demo app which is given by them. Now after this, we will delete the entire code and we will do it from scratch. Like we will start from the line 1. Okay. Can anyone confirm me whether live is working fine or not? Because I'm using some other headset. Like Harsha, can you just confirm me if you are there? Can anyone confirm, please? Okay, let us, we should wait for 5 minutes. See, this is my mobile name actually. See, it is running lib/main dot in debug mode. Okay. This will work if and only if you enable your USB debugging. Okay. And the developer.
Live is working, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Deep.
Yes, sir.
See, here if you see, as I said, whenever we run our dot code, it will automatically convert to these all operating systems. Android folder is here, iOS folder is here. For web, it will be changed to JavaScript, like that. Okay. So for the first time, based on your laptop performance and your processor speed, this app will install. It will take a bit of time. Let's wait for it to install. So before let it install. Until the time, I will tell you one thing. So remember, there are two basic widgets which are very important in Flutter. Okay. So whenever you see a screen, if there is any UI means user interface, where the user can interfere with that UI, then you should use stateful widget. Stateful means the screen contains UI elements where the user can interfere. Let's say I am there. I have opened some app, and if that app is just for viewing, then it is not a stateful widget. If the app is for clicking and seeing the updates, like the data is dynamic there, dynamic means like we are getting the data from any server. Okay, so if the app is just for viewing, then we call it as stateless widget. If the app is just for like if the app is used for user interference, then we use stateful widget. Is these 2 points clear for you all? Yes. Can anyone confirm me?
So
Anyone?
can you repeat it once again?
See, if there is a screen, we have opened some app, but there is nothing which you can interfere. It is just for you to see. Okay, then it is stateless widget. If the app contains something you can click, or something which is loading from the internet, or something which is dynamic, that means it is not static, then you have to use stateless widget. Stateful means the state of the app is changing. Okay, stateless means the state is static, it is fixed. That screen can only do that things, it cannot, it is like fixed. Whatever text you give, it will be like that only. For with that, user cannot interfere with that. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, others, can anyone just confirm me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will show you few examples. Okay, there is a website which is called Dribble. Okay, this gives you all UIs. Okay, Dribble. Okay, if you see here, in this, okay, so in this you can search for your designs. Let's say I will take a card screen. I'm searching for it. Now you tell me, I will show you one screen whether it this screen uses stateful or stateless widget. You guys should tell me. Okay, one minute, we need to sign up, I guess. Actually, I have account with other mail ID. Or you can go with Pinterest also. Pinterest also gives you. Arey yaar, it's asking for image. Let me choose. See, now if you search for, let's say, card screen, now you tell me whether this is a stateful or stateless widget. Let us check our app whether it is installed or not. See now, it is installed, which is debug APK. See, Flutter has now this software is installed in our app. This is the basic app demo homepage. This app, what it will do is, if I click on this plus button, uh, 1 minute. See, if I click on this plus button, it will just, it is a counter. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is the basic app given by them. Now let us delete everything. Let delete every code, and according to yesterday what we learned, let us do according to that. So see, let us say we have blocks of something. Okay, we have widgets. So in order to build a screen, okay, we have to align those widgets. Okay, so we get all the widgets in a file which is material.dart. See, let's say there is a puzzle. Okay, we need to build some house or some building using that puzzle blocks. So all will be stored in a cover, right? Yes or no? So in the same way, all these widgets are stored in a cover which is called material dot dot. Okay, we need to import that first. Okay, all these buttons, all this text and all that, those all will be import. Okay, material dot dot. All the material for our development of the app will be stored inside this flutter package colon flutter slash material dot dot. In this file we contain all the colors, buttons, text and all those. Now as usual, see, our app will be running with main function void main. Okay, inside this we should use a function which is called, yesterday I told you, like there are a class is defined as, can anyone tell how do we define a class? Somebody has on the mic. Yeah.
Blueprint of the
Of
web page functions and all. It contains all the functions and objects.
yes. We can say it as it is a blueprint of an object, whatever the object may be. It gives the attributes and functions which are used by the object. So here is a function which is called run app, which is given by default by Flutter. Okay, inside this if you put any widget, either it's stateless or stateful, that will be executed. Okay, so this is my app. I am giving my app as a name. Okay, now let me take a stateless widget for now. Okay, in order to create a stateless widget, the shortcut is STLESS. Okay, Flutter stateless widget, and the name which you gave here, my app, should be same as here. Okay, let me create it again. Now I'll change this name to my app. Okay, you don't try, you will get confused here. You just understand from here. Okay, here whatever we written, that will be executed. So as I told, for a single screen, the entire screen is covered by which widget? Which widget will cover the entire screen of the app? Yesterday we learned this. Which one is covering the entire screen? Can anyone tell?
Scaffold.
Scaffold. So in the same way, see, our app consists of multiple screens, not only single screen, right? So for the entire app, the root widget is material app. Okay, for every screen again there is a root widget. Understand it as a tree. Material app will be the up, like the top one. Under this we have all the scaffolds. Okay, each scaffold is for single screen. Okay, so first I'll take material app. Okay, inside this we can write, see, brackets. Inside this I'm writing it inside these two brackets. Okay, there is an attribute which is called home. Okay, inside this we can design our single screen. Let's say now I'll take scaffold. Okay, inside this I will give background color for this scaffold is, let's say, colors dot blue. Okay, now if I do hot reload, see here, this is the option called hot reload. If I do this, within fraction of seconds you can see the output change. It will change. See, I got a blue screen because for this scaffold I have given as background as blue. Understood? If I change this to red, colors dot red. See, colors is a class which contains all the colors. Okay, using dot operator you are using red attribute. Okay, as I said, every class is a collection of attributes and functions. This is the object for the color class. Colors dot, I am using red. Now if I do hot reload, see, actually this app is getting installed in my mobile right now. I'll do hot reload, check it. See, the screen became red. Understood? Are you getting? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now let us take some screen. Now you guys tell me, this screen, only this screen, does it use stateful or stateless widget? This one.
Stateless.
Stateless. Yes, exactly. This one.
Stateful, sir.
Yes. Now let us create some random app. Okay, let us take some option from this and start developing this. I'll choose one so that let us choose any one. So let us develop this. Okay, let us develop this one first, this screen. Okay, so first, whenever you see a screen, how are these widgets assigned? This is the first widget. Okay, this is the second widget, this is the third widget, this is the fourth, this is the fifth, this is the last one. Okay, how are they assigned, how are they aligned? Can anyone tell?
Column.
Columns, sir.
In column. So inside scaffold, see, I'll take first, I'll show you app bar. Okay, if I put app bar, this is the property of scaffold. Okay, scaffold property, I can take app bar because we are writing in scaffold because we want it in that screen. So app bar, for app bar I will give some background. Okay, for this app bar means you will get a bar on the top. Colors dot, let me put it blue. Now you observe, I will do hot reload. It's taking time, like let me do it again. See, we got a app bar in the top. Understood? That means all these widgets, app bar, scaffold and all this came by default from the SDK, and we are just using them, their properties, okay, and the functions which they have. Okay, now for now let me delete this. Okay, so scaffold has a property which is called body, which will run whenever you give body, all will be executed from the bottom of the app bar, from here. Okay, from here you will get everything. So here I'll take body, and inside this body, first as you see, all these are aligned in a column. Before doing this, we should just change the background color of this scaffold. Let me copy it from here. I'll copy this. I'll copy this color. This is the hex code of the color. Okay, what you can do is you can just go here, background color, instead of red, what you can do is, instead of colors you should use color, and then you should put a hash code which is called 0xff. After that you need to paste the hex code. 0xff is the prefix you have to add for every color if you give it in hex codes. Okay, 070707 is the hex code for this color which we seen here. Okay, I'll just go back. Yeah, so now let me run this. Here I have taken body, right? If you see here, since all these elements are aligned in a column, I will take a column first. Okay, here inside body I will take a column. Okay, inside this column I will take children. See, whenever you have column, children is a must. Okay, because inside this children you can give multiple widgets, and all these widgets will be coming one below other. Okay, understood? Column means it consists of children, and inside this children there are multiple widgets, and those widgets will come one below other. You should give it inside children. Whatever widgets you give inside children, those widgets will come one below other. Okay, understood? Now I'll just run it. You test the output. I think there is some issue. I should do it 2 times. See now, we got the black background. Okay, and let us put our first text here. Okay, for giving text, the widget is text. Okay, let's say I'll put hello Jay Surya. Okay, now let us see like where it is coming. I'll do it 2 times. Since the color of the text is also black, we couldn't see it. Let me give a good color. I'll put it in a grayish color. Okay, so that in gray also we will have multiple colors. Let me put it gray. Okay, yeah, so if I run this, yeah, I'm doing it 2 times. See, now I got the text on the top. See, have you heard about north screen? North screen means like above the like below this, like the text will go below this. uh, Recently mobiles are coming with north screen, so in order to get this text below the north screen, okay, you should wrap your scaffold with a widget which is called safe area. Okay, in order to wrap, you can just put the cursor on the scaffold and click on this, and you can wrap this with a widget, and the widget name is safe area. So now your text will be coming from below north screen. Okay, let's check this. See, now the text came from below north screen. Okay, so in order to increase the size of the text and do all those, let me take a color first. So there is a website which is called color hunt. Okay, this is the website where you will get all the colors. Okay, you can just copy their Xcode by clicking on this. So what I'll do is I'll put some color. I'll put this color. Okay, I'll just click on this, it will copy the code. So what I can do is, instead of using gray, you can use color of 0xff and V, and we can paste this. So I'll just reload it. 1 minute, something has pasted. Let us wait for it to load. I think the color is loading. See, this color is good, better than that. Now I'll just change the sizing and coloring of the text. Okay, so what you can do is, inside the text itself, you can put, after the text you can put a comma, and you can change the style of the text. Okay, for you changing the style, you should use the widget which is called text style. Okay, inside this text style you can give font size. Let me increase it to 20, comma, font weight is like the boldness. For font weight you should use font weight dot bold. Okay, and the color also, if you want, you can change it. I'll change it to white color. Okay, color, I'll change it to colors dot white. Okay, now if I do hot reload, it will just change the output. See, now we got. Now if I want to do center, yesterday I have told you about a widget. What is that? I have showed you 4 widgets: column, row, stack, and the last one padding, and the last one. What is that widget name? Can anyone remember that? Can anyone remember that name of the widget? Center. Yes. So now what I can do is, I can put the cursor over the text and click on this and wrap it with center. This will bring our text to the center. Yeah, now it came. Now if I want a gap from the top, I can give padding to this. Okay, for the center itself I can wrap it with padding. Okay, so if it is all here, it will get padding from all sides. Let me give it 20. Okay, from top, left, right, bottom. See, now we got it. Okay, we got a good gap. Now we have, if you see our output, we have another text which is too big. Okay, let us give another text. Okay, So first I'll take the text, okay, and I will write something. Now I can change the style, okay, style, text style. Inside this I can give font size. Let me give it more. I'll give 30 now, and I'll change the font weight to bold, okay. And the last one is color. Let me give it white, okay. Now if I run this, let's see what happens. See, we got it, okay. Now what I can do, if I want to bring it to center, I can just put cursor over this. I can wrap this with center. I'm doing hot reload now. Yeah, so for text, this big text, when you give a big text, there is a property which is called text align, okay. Here only, like here you can write, let me first dot. Here what I can write is, before doing this style, there is a property which is called text align, okay. You can use text align dot center. This will make center. This will not work, okay. Let me remove this widget. For a large text it won't work, okay. See, now the text is down. So now if I want to bring a gap between this text and this text, here after the padding, what I can do is I can give a sized box, okay, which is a gap. If I give height, it will take height, like let's say 20. If we are in a row, we should give width. If we are in a height, it's just a box which is created between those two widgets to give a gap, okay. Now if you see, let me open. Yeah, see, we got a gap between these two, okay. Now we should add some image, okay. So in order to add an image, first what you should do is, you can use a network image and you can add it from Google itself, okay. For adding image, there is a widget which is called network image, okay. Here you should give the URL. Let me check it. Okay, so either you can use network image or image.network, and inside this you can give the link for the image. So you can use any image, okay. I'll take some image. I'll copy the link of that. Let me take this. I'll just it must not have background. If this is white background, it won't look good. I'm typing. Yeah, this one would be good, I guess. I'll just right click and copy image address, okay. Now what you can do is, you can paste this link directly here, and remember, ending should be always with PNG or JPG or anything. Some links won't have this, okay. When that is not there, you should not do it, okay. If I hot reload it, let's check the output. Just it will load. Actually it has the background. Let me try to change the image. We can remove background using background remover also. Okay, and you can add that. You can add any image you want. Okay, so for now let me go with this. If you want to add it here, like from your local image, what you can do is you can create a folder here. Okay, inside our project folder you can create a folder, images, and you can add images onto this. Let me add. I'll tell you other way of doing it. Where are images? Somewhere I kept it. You can add any image, like whatever image you want. I don't have images right now. So after adding images in this folder, and you can use image.asset and give the path for that. Okay, for now I'll let it be like this. I'll use network image. Now I can put a comma, and after this whatever we have we can add that. Okay, like what we have these two buttons. Okay, for taking buttons there is a widget which is called material button. So in order to get the gap between these two, I should use sized box. Okay, and inside this I should give height. Let me give 20, and after this button widget is material button. Okay, material button. Okay, material button. And inside this, as I said, it has a function which is called on pressed. So whenever you write something inside this function, that on pressed will be executed. Okay, so you can give color to this. Let me give it colors dot some gray color. Okay, and let me put a child which gives the text. Child means it will come over this. Create an account. Create an account. Okay, and you can give style for this. Let us first run this and check the output. See, it has given us a button. So when you tap on this button, what happens is whatever you write inside this on pressed function, this bracket and this bracket, that will get executed. Okay, now I have given gray color, and you can change the shape of the button. Shape, you should give round rectangular border. Okay, round rectangular border. Inside this you can give border radius for that if you want. Border radius dot circular. Inside this let me give it 20 radius. And for this text what I will do is I will give padding so that it would look good. Here from all sides, instead of giving from all sides, what I will do is I will give it only left. Let me give it 40, and from right let me give it 40. Let us observe like how it looks now. If you see the output, see, this is our button. Okay, if you want you can increase the padding from left and right. Let me give it 60 and 60, and also let me increase this gap between these two buttons. Let me put it 50. Now if you see, yeah, this is how it looks like. Now when I click on this, this will get executed. How to check it? Whatever you write inside this, let me put a print statement for now. Button is clicked. Okay, now if I run this, observe, if I click on this button, see here, button is clicked. Okay, in the console. And after that we have another button. Okay, design aspects, like whatever you want you can do it in Flutter. Okay, so this sign in button, it's the same button again. You can just copy it and put a sized box for the height. Let me give it 30, and after this you can just paste the button again, and instead of gray color now you will give white color. Okay, and I'll just delete this button, and instead of create an account I can use sign. Now if I do hot reload, see, we didn't give padding for this button, I guess. Why the padding is not coming? Okay, since the, see here, actually since the text is a bit small, we need to give more padding here. Okay, I should give double to that, I guess. Since here the text is more, it is taking width from the text, like padding from text. Now you, if you observe, it will be good looking. I think this will become more than that. Yes, we can reduce it to 100, I guess. So in this way you can build the UI part. Okay, so whatever screens you want, you can build it. Let me reduce it to 80. Tomorrow we will again learn few concepts, like if you see here, we have this bottom navigation bar, this one, and few UI parts, and the next section I will take the backend part, like how we can load this all data. Okay, how to integrate it with Firebase database, and how we can get the data from the Firebase and show it on our app. Okay, so for today I'll stop it here. So this is how we actually develop the front end part using Flutter. It's all widgets which are ready made. So what you can do is you can just call them and give properties to them so that you can display them on the app. Okay, yeah, so that's it for today's session. You can have a good day. Thank you. If you like the explanation and all, you can just watch it on my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
Thank you.